Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Leading them out from Texas A&M at quarterback, Kellen Mond.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
That's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season.
They start with a give to counter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Mond looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Patterson. So 5 yards here, 5. Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Mond. Got his man. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded. Without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
First try on offense for the Bucs and their veteran quarterback, Tom Brady.
And I saw they had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but...
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 65 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Brady to gauge for a Tampa first.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket.
On first down, Brady. He'll get that out to the flat to White. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up second down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Throwing again on second down. Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
But when you're going up against a
taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they need completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Check right, yellow, line, switch, yellow, check pink.
And this one is right through. And the Bucs take a 3-0.
Have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's Mond. A bullet throw but incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you bet this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
When you find that kind of, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he'll take it into the end zone.
Oh, yeah. Tyreek Hill 2.0.
Great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than...
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
A first carry for Rachaad White. A nice little juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12
Okay, that's cool. Appreciate it. If you could, leave a like and sub.
But this guy set the tone early, running through all and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go
Guy at the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And what we heard, I don't like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker. Passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come back.
Now Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. Back it down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
I can't believe I left him wide open like that.
And the Bucs are once again back in front. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last
off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. They'd love to just get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down.
There's that crease we were looking for.
Across midfield. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've...
Third down from the gun, it's Mon. And that nearly intercepted. Getting on for his hands defensively. That's a ball he probably thinks he should have hunted. Getting on for his hands defensively. That's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one.
That until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
His incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of cleaning up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He's going to sling this deep downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. Give him credit. They took their shot. Buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah.
Ready.
Connor up the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Mon's throw taken in by London. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On second, here's Algier. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means you're putting
10. Patterson running between the 10 and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 40, past the 20, and he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Backbreaker, that'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Give to Patterson, running to the right. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up side. Calling a gain of 40 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's counter. And he loses the football a second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time to go? A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Mon. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush.
Mon going to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge... For them right now, they've got the lead and the football. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you across state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Brady's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Yep. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He completes it right side to White. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Brady going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. For one. Now Brady. Being chased out left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And now because of the sack, it's 3rd and goal from the 14. Throwing now is Brady. And he wisely will throw that one away. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
That is certainly one way to frustrate.
And his kick here is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead. And maybe that one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Mon. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Mon looks to throw. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of the...
But this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. Now another timeout call. Now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the air, Mon. Complete to Zaccheaus. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the time. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will do it for the...
And right now they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. Ezekiel Elliott has run for a touchdown there. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And even though they trail, they've had success running the football. Over 100 yards rushing as a team in those first 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success to run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On play action, now Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep
On the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now this throw caught left side. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. That was play number 7 on this drive.
A lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And now we'll get a stoppage here. Brady. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Brady. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think them understood the play call and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be taken down at the 18. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time.
He knew that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Mond out of the shotgun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Drive out on the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run on the draw. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards.
Well, he's taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before this, to the 45. 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face.
Now Mond. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety back.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Mond. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Game, but why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their...
From the gun, it's Brady. Touchdown! Pat Fryermuth. A 5-yard touchdown.
Dang. Hoping we could hold him right there, but couldn't happen.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was
enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12. They run behind center with Connor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 98 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mond got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of them? So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Give him that. Give to Algier from the shotgun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get a chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance.
He'll look to throw. Throws right back to London, complete again. And they're going to move it down. Executed it to perfection. Lamont fumbles it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Holding. Defense.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Brady. He's going to wind up and air it out. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. He'll look to throw. Into the hands of London. And he's going to be taken down.
People say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He completes it to Ridley. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well behind
him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw here. And that will be taken in by Ridley.
Oh, man, I feel a comeback.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again. Curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done. A narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome is in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?